Welcome to LITSOFT online training. Today we are going to discuss about SAP S/4HANA organization structure. Here is the agenda: objectives, SAP Enterprise Structure, financial, logistical, sales and distribution, organizational elements, business and consultant perspective, and the system demo will be prepared and load in litsoft.com as well as in the YouTube as a first session. The interview preparation question answers will be okay. So next video you can see there. The training objectives for today for the organizational structure, and I am going to deal so most of the focus areas about the sales and distribution, the finance and the material management plan production. So will be dealt by the other advisory consultants. Here in the training objectives, understand SAP organizational elements. There are the SAP's keys organizational elements and their functions. Recognize integrated design importance. Its significance and integrated design within the SAP system. Apply knowledge to current environment. So we are going to learn about so how SAP is working, and client is having the specific environment about its client and relevant organizational elements about the purchasing, sales, finance, and all that stuff, and a number of legal entities. By keeping that in mind, so take one of the example, like for example, so Tata Automobiles, Tata Motors. You take that one, and so or anything, so you might be worked in the domain, or you already know about one of the company. So take that company, and these enterprise elements relevancy with those companies. So check those areas and I will understand. This is a very highest area where the discussions should be freezed, and a number of iterations will be there, and a number of business process owners so will be joined in the overall understanding of SAP organizational elements and mapping to their existing organizational elements. Develop a facilitation skills, actively participate in this one. So while you are discussing with client about the organizational elements, and here build practical skills through interactive exercises and real life case studies and all that stuff. Then coming to SAP Enterprise Structure, the purpose will be it establishes the legal and operational framework of the organization. So you will be having the company code, P&L and all that stuff, balance sheet. So you know about so how the tax and the government related and all that stuff. Then the data will be determined. Sorry. So data flow will be determined, and how the data is processed, and our target will be reporting of transactional data, and whether it is the purchasing, account payables, account receivables, and the selling, and how we are going to track this one, what um, facilities will be available within the SAP S/4HANA. The functional independence, number of functional organizations we are going to see, so how those will be worked, and across functional elements, the purchasing, production, and sales integration along with the finance, so and the HR. So we are going to see about that. The integrated design you can see here, essential for the proper integration of SAP functional modules. So all the functional modules with the design decisions influenced by the functional requirements. The modification and risk. So once you freeze, after 1 week of discussion, so you freezed everything, and you have completed, and everything got moved to production, or you are there in the testing client, and by the time already half of the project or quarter of the project you completed. Now you understood so different aspect which was hidden or ignored the both the sides. Then you wanted to change it, and it will be before production. It is not risky, but risky at your timelines at the project level, and so the you can see how the environment and things will be. And after production, after doing the transactions, so don't think about that, and it is going to be the risky and the difficult, and the real-time transactions will be there. Now you can understand so how much seriousness is needed within the enterprise structure workshops. For each module level, so you need to be in detail. Okay, so deep dive into sessions and you will understand this. And this is the overall framework of enterprise structure, the highest, almost captured all the modules and the sections here. The client, okay, so will be the highest entity. Is a client is nothing but you can see it is independent. The sandbox, your development client, your quality client, production client, or pre-production client, each client will be having the unique number ranges, and the specific attributes. Right? This is the highest one. After that one, you will see from the finance side, finance advisor will deep dive, but of course, I will just touch base because any functional module guy need to know about okay, so what are the elements within the enterprise structure. So here is the operating concern and a controlling area and a company code. So company code is the highest legal entity within the finance department. So company code, and you can see here the purchase organization, personal area from the HR, purchase organization from your purchase department. Yeah, sales organization, domestic as well as a export. Okay, and if at all exports are there, and you can go with that one, you will understand why we need to go. So domestic exports and the different type of sales organization. One company can code can be okay. So assigned with multiple sales organization, multiple purchase organization. There will be central purchase organization, standard purchase organization. Okay, so those things in detail in the individual enterprise structure discussions you will see. Yeah, so to go for the touch base here, the HR perspective, there is a personal area, personal sub area, and the employees will be assigned with the employee number of a lot of information with that one. Now, you can see under this, okay, so we'll start with the purchase department, the purchase organization. Purchase organization will be having the employees. Those employees will be grouped in the purchase group. You can give any number of codes, okay, so depending on mutual understanding with the business process owners. And you will be having the plant. So plant can be factory plant as well as okay, so you will be having here another one is a depot plant, 1750 created as a depot plant, and you will be having the factory plants 1710 as well as a 1720 as a just naming code. You can give 1000, 2000, whatever the mutual understanding as I mentioned. And there will be shipping points while you are receiving the material and or while you are returning the material. Okay, so receipts and issues of your material, raw material, trading material, or your finished products. Okay, not exactly finished, but okay, so those type of whatever you procure the material, trading and the raw material, right? And any stationery. Then okay, so each plant and a shipping point will be having storage locations, number of different raw material, finished product, trading material, those kind of stuff. As each storage location, again, the shop floor will be assigned in detail storage sections and all that stuff. Then WM and DWM will be there as a bin management and all that stuff. Then coming to uh, uh, okay, so sales organization now. Let me discuss about the domestic sales organization. Sales organization, as I mentioned, okay, the number of sales organization will be assigned, and a distribution channel. A distribution channel is a channel where the goods or services. Okay, so you will be making reach to the customer. Okay, so that is a distribution channel. So example of distribution channel. Okay, so domestic, export, institutional, okay, retail, all that stuff is a distribution channel. Now division is a product line. Okay, group of products will be into the product line, that is a division. So like the start of the session which I mentioned about, okay, so Tata Motors, two-wheelers, one division, four-wheeler, one division. Okay, EV cars is a separate division. So that will be the good example from the automotive side. For pharmaceutical, bulk drugs is there, and you can be having your pharma ingredients or pharmaceuticals products, right? So within the pharmaceuticals, so first you can be having the antibiotic division or other surgical division, medical equipment division. Okay, so you just for the example, you can go ahead and see your domain perspective or real-time perspective, any of the company. Okay, so relevancy with this one. And once we assign sales organization to distribution channel, then okay, sales organization distribution channel, then division here you can see about that called as a sales area, sales organization distribution channel division. and a number of sales areas can be created, that is a multiply of your sales organization, okay, multiply with the distribution channel number and the division number. Here you can see about 1 into 3 into 3, 3, 3 is 9 into 1, 9 sales areas. Okay, so most of the areas. Okay, so how many sales areas are there, and you can discuss. And this sales area will be assigned to the sales office, where sales office is optional. Wherever the client is needed, sales office need to be there as an office to show on the invoice or shipping. Okay, you can be creating each sales office having the unique address. And here is a sales group, and the sales office and sales group will be assigned. And the sales group will be having the employees who are working, whether who are working for the domestic or export or institutional. Okay, this kind of stuff. Then here for the controlling, so you are seeing about the profit center, and the profit center, there are the cost center where we are going to capture the cost, and each cost center will be having the multiple assignment of work center. Work centers are there in the, you can see about the production department, right? In the manufacturing plant, there are the work center. Let's say the work center, we can see one of the example. Okay, so primary production lane and the secondary production lane, so each one is a work center where we are going to capture. Further, we are going to discuss about that. And here, these work center will be assigned to factory. You can see here the plant factory. So just I kept, instead of putting the lines here, just okay. So I added here. Otherwise, okay. So this work center will be directly assigned to your production plant factory level, right? And this is the overall framework about, okay, so we reference this for the number of definitions or definitions of your organizational elements. Here SAP organizational structure for the finance, and we will go here one by one. Just I will touch base about this, and as I mentioned, deep dive into SD, right? There is a client, the highest hierarchical level in the SAP system. So client will be having the three numbers, and the basis guys will take care of the client, and they will install the client and the unique global numbers. Okay, so we will see the key points here. Global validity. Okay, so specification at the client level apply to all organizational elements within the SAP system. Master record, each client maintains its own master records. Let's say in the development, I created customer master A, and the development quality, I created the sample master data of the customer, that is customer ABC, right? Here XYZ, there ABC. And this is my sample, and that is actually the client thing. And okay, so you will be having the different master data at the client level. That is what the example. The client number, a unique client number. Okay, so where the moment you log in, you will see the client and which client you are going to log in with the development, quality, or production. And authorizations will be maintained. Okay, so for each client. And the transaction storage, all transactions are recorded at the client level, stored per client level, which client the transaction is there, right? In the database table, so you can see that. Then environment types, a client can function as a development, a test, production. We discussed that. Functional modules, the client is utilized by all the functional modules within the SAP. So whatever the application is having, or the business process perspective, all the modules will be there in the client. If at all one or you are not seen, where, for example, okay, so transportation management, there will be business functions you need to activate, and you will get all those stuff. Okay, so those type of different business functions will be there, license perspective. Coming to chart of accounts, contains a comprehensive list of general ledger, account master record, all the GL accounts and all will be maintained in the chart of accounts. The multiple chart of accounts and the master data. Okay, master data, GL account need to be having the number, and okay, so what is the language that will be created, and what are the control indicators, how specify account types, whether it is a balance sheet account or profit loss account. Blocking indicator, right? It can be set to prevent the creation of additional master record. Financial relevance, a chart of accounts element relevant exclusive to the financial modules. Here, chart of accounts within the client will be there. The company code. So if you go for the definition, represents an independent accounting unit within the SAP system. As other way, I can say generally, this is the highest organizational element within the finance department. Okay, or organizational unit, you can say. Then key points here, the financial statements are there, balance sheet and the profit loss account. multiple codes, multiple company codes can be created. You can see here client chart of accounts, and okay, so one chart of account used by two different company codes, but depends. So that is if I will take care. The company code 1710 and 1720, and these company codes are multiple company codes can be created to manage accounts for the several independent companies. Companies are nothing but the Tata group of companies, right? And the Tata group is having a number of countries. Let's say 40 countries, the Tata group is there. Okay, so 40 different country specific company codes. Okay, that is what the example how we need to go for the company and the company code legal entity. General ledger data, each general ledger account has associated master data. So company code level, such as the local currency, each account will be okay. So assigned with the local currency. Attributes, each company code has a currency key. Yeah. So language key will be there. Language, English language, EM. Okay. So different type of languages there. Then you can see within the system that one. Okay. So while we are opening that, and a local currency indicator. The transactions, business transactions are recorded at the company code level because all the general ledger and all that stuff, okay, so need to be tracked and integrate. So while purchasing and the sales and these transactions will be integrated with that one so that okay, we can complete the business process. Module integration, the company code organizational elements used by all functional modules. Yeah. Then controlling area, so contains operational results from the associated company codes. The key points here, the posting assignments, hierarchy, views, chart of accounts, client COO, you can see controlling area here, company codes, the controlling area assignments. Then coming to controlling area, here profit center determine internal profit and loss for specific areas, which can be based on regions functions. Okay, profit center will be based on the regions and the functions in the product base. Then balance sheet items, selected balance sheet items can be allocated to profit center for calculating ROI and cash flows. Cost centers collected direct and indirect charges from the financial postings or internal allocations. Grouping allows for the grouping of controlling organizational units or objects for summarized reporting. Setup configuration is based on how the revenue and the cost will be managed within the organization. So you can see here the controlling area within that one. Okay, so number of profit center groups will be assigned in one profit center group. There are multiple profit center. In the profit center again, okay, so cost center groups are there and a cost center, so we'll be having the multiple cost centers. Okay, so we'll go like that. Then operating concern, so you can see here definition collects and classifies financial results from multiple controlling areas for comprehensive analysis. Multidimensional structure, calculated fields, combining units, operational elements. Here we will see here chart of accounts, operating concern, the controlling area. Okay, then operating concern is here and the controlling areas, the company code. Then coming to consolidation, so if number of entities are there, how finance department will consolidate these things. So definition, combine the financial results of individual companies. So I have two companies, 1720, to represent as a single economic entity as a group level. Okay, so they need to consolidate all the transactions and reports. Key points. See, eliminations. Performs eliminating entries for the intercompany payables, receivables, and investment income. Okay. External data allows loading information from the external source. So non-SAP systems, they will take and the consolidate it because everything is not in SAP. Some other are there. So they need to consolidate every business, so what they have done so far in that particular quarter or year. Internal reporting combines independent legal entities for internal reporting, such as by manufacturing division, regions, product line. So coming to here a little bit close to logistics now. So we will focus these areas just to wrapped up finance. I'm not the finance guy, but just for understanding, okay, these are the things that is more than enough. Okay, so what are the org elements are there? If any mistake, if I said within the finance, okay, so I ignore that one, and finance advisor will take up further. Okay, in the organizational structure, material and production, we will see. Okay, so material and production here, organization structure level. Okay, so how we are going. So let's understand about the company code here. The balance sheet and profit and loss statement required by law are prepared at the company code level. So these two things, just remember, Each company code has a country and a language key and local currency indicator. Business transactions are entered at the company code level. Already we discussed this. Then coming to plants, the plant definition, plants are key organizational elements in the material management and production planning. So production we are going to do where? In the manufacturing plant, right? And the depot plant is there. So where we need to just, okay, so sell the material. There is no manufacturing operations actually, it doesn't occur, right? Then here, the key points will be the purpose of the plant is what? Plants can be production site with inventory or group of nearby locations where the stock is stored. Okay, those are stock store is nothing but is what within the plant we can store, or in the depot also we can store, but manufacturing plant and depot plant, that is what the segregation is. The example include a production facility or the sales field office with the inventory. It's a depot, dealer, and all that stuff. And the company code assignment, each plant here you can see this is a company code, or it went here, it's fine. This company code purchase organization is there, the plant, a plant will be assigned to what? The company code. At the same time, what? The purchase organization. So each plant is assigned to one company code, right? Enabling separate management of stock and the stock values. In the material master, while we are creating, so plant views and the accounting views. So you will maintain the valuation at the plant level. Okay, so we will discuss that further in the future videos. Okay, this is only the high level what you can understand. Then, so where else you are going to use the plants? So purpose already we discussed, but okay, so this is a function as operating unit in the manufacturing or an organizational unit, distribution center, and all that stuff. In the sales order level, so while you are creating the sales order, okay, whatever, whether it is a SAP or Oracle, Bonds, JD Edwards, okay, so even PYD, whatever you are taking about the system, even in the Excel sheet or even in the manual you are writing somewhere, from which plant, who is the customer, and what is the material, what is the quantity, by when they want this, okay, those areas there in the sales order. So SAP sales orders are fulfilled from plants. If you don't give the plant, so you don't get, okay, so which material from which plant you are going to sell, and the value, the cost of that material will be stored in that plant material combination, right? Then inventory valuation, material inventory can be evaluated at the plant level. Okay, so valuation area, the plant as a valuation area or company code level, okay, that is a different concept, and that will be there. And the company code level using standard cost, it's fine. And raw material you use as the, okay, so variable cost, and the finished product as a standard cost. Master data and routings, and yeah, we'll get into this. Item master data and routings, operation task list. See, so you have the product data, and you are dealing about the routing. What is routing? So I want to manufacture a car. Okay, so Tata Nexon. So Tata Nexon, to manufacture, what is the process? The process, operation 1, operation 2, operation 3. Okay, first I will be having assembled engine. Okay, so after that one, okay, so total body and interiors and your tires and all that stuff. 1, 2, 3, whatever the operations so they are taking, and operation 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in how many operations so they are going to complete this, or the harnessing and all that stuff, right? So that routing will be created in the production guides. Okay, so they will discuss in detail about, okay, so their master data and routing, how that works. Then bill of material, so we have car, and a car is having engine and all the accessories, and you will see your tires and seats or number of things, right? And those will be number of materials. Okay, all the semi-finished product and your raw materials. Okay, so all these will be assigned within the bill of material. Is nothing but combining of all these material will give the result as a finished product. Okay, that is called the BOM, bill of materials. The planner group, the plant specific planner group such as MRP controller, work scheduler group, and a shop floor and all that stuff. Okay, then factory calendar will be assigned to your plant. So based on that one, planning will be processed. The plant functions, what it will do: sales and operation planning, demand management coordination, material forecast, then master production scheduling, MPS, and material requirement planning, MRP, production orders and manufacturing operations, product costing, material inventory management, long-term planning, and all these plant functions with the most of the related things are the production department. So multi-site planning, planning plant, cross plant features, logical planning plant. So logical plant where, okay, so you don't have, let's say here, create an additional plant for aggregated planning purpose only. So it will use only for the planning. There won't be a real plant interaction, stock transfers. I have one company code, two plants are there, and one plant is manufacturing X, another plant is not, but a customer reached to another plant, and okay, so this material will be transferred from plant A to plant B, then from plant B it will be shipped. Okay, so this is what about the within a company code and across different company codes. Fine. Automatic withdrawal from one plant to another plant within the company code, the same company code. Services are performed and sourced from the multiple plants. So any services you are doing, let's say your Hyundai car, you are going for the service from the which plant you are going to give the service. Okay, there is a service entry sheet and all that. Okay, that is a process. Then SOP and MRP, sales operation plan, can disaggregate planning across the plants and company codes. MRP can place orders directly with the another plant. Quota arrangements. So quota, this is the use percentage to distribute requirement to various source of supplies. The vendors will be there. So how much quota? Let's say I want the tail lamps 1,000 units. Okay, 50% I will give it to vendor, 50% I will give it to some vendor too. Right? That's a quota arrangement. Coming to storage location, here company code purchase, and within the purchasing plant, you can see about the storage locations. As already mentioned about the storage locations, you are going to store the material. A storage location enables the differentiation of material stocks within a specific plant. Key points: inventory management, stock tracking. Inventory is tracked and managed in the quantities. Movements and the shipments. We are going to ship materials, or ship means, okay, so whether receive or outbound, inbound or outbound. All inventory movements and the shipments are processed through storage locations. If you don't have storage location, can you store the material? No, right? Then detail level. So detail level is nothing but a bin concept. Bin concept is a WM and DWM. The evaluated inventory, SAP consider only warehouse type stock as inventory, work in progress. Okay, work in progress is nothing but it is in progress. It is not classified as a evaluated inventory because it is not completed. Then storage location level, there is a MRP planning and the physical inventory counting at the management will be mentioned at the physical inventory level. Then batch managed. So here you can see material inventory with a storage location can be organized into batches for tracking. A lot, first in, first out. Okay, so all that stuff. Then complex structure for detailed hierarchy management, including storage types, bins, and all. Okay, so warehouse management system level. In depth we will go. So storage location is a very key about, okay, so how we are going to track the material, store the material. Okay. Then purchase organization. There are a lot of different purchase organization. Advisor will speak about that, but a high level we can see a purchase organization is responsible for procuring materials or services. So here two things are there: goods or services. Even sales also goods and services. And negotiating general purchasing conditions with vendors. Key points here is supply relationship. A purchase organization can supply one or more plants, and a plant can be served by multiple purchase organizations. Now you see, so one plant here, if I see purchase organization one purchase organization two, or standard purchase organization, or different number of purchase organization, domestic purchase organization, export purchase organization, but plant is the same thing. This plant can be assigned to the number of purchase. That is what it is saying. Company code assignment, purchase organization will be assigned to company code. Centralized purchasing organization can be established to negotiate global contracts. So if I want to buy globally, okay, so these many things and a contract negotiation across all plants, so I'm going to just, okay, so buy instead of individual purchasing at the bulk, and you can negotiate with the slabs, right? Making them available to all the company codes. Then numbering. Each purchase organization must have a unique number across all the company codes with no two purchasing organization sharing the same number. That's fine. That's a basic thing. And this is the purchase organization. This is the numbering. Okay. So see that that's more than enough. Then purchase group, purchase organization will be having the people like sales organization, the sales group, just relate to these things. Purchase group will be having the employees. Okay, this is a purchase group within that one who are working domestic purchase, import purchase level. The definition purchase groups are individual buyers or teams responsible for handling day-to-day purchasing activities. Here, their responsibilities track and manage purchasing activities, organizational assignment. Purchase group will be assigned to purchase organization, numbering, and a purchase group is a 3-digit number. Then work center, just leave it to because this is the in-depth one, but high level a definition, a work center is a central planning element used in the shop floor control, service planning, and the capacity planning types. Production work center is their labor work center, statistical work center. Key points assigned to plants. Work center will be assigned to plants. Here you can see this is a plant, this is a work center. This is the assignment. Then assignment to cost centers. Okay. This is a work center. This work center is assigned to cost center. Work center assigned to plant. Then routing and orders. Each work center is assigned to operation steps in routing, production orders and a service order, facilitating detailed planning and execution. So production consultant or architect. Okay, so we'll take the details about this and a further capacity management, hierarchies, grouping, capacity tracking, usage. So let it leave to expertise consulting. Now coming to SAP, sales organization structure, sales and distribution. Let's get into this. Okay, as in the first instance, okay, so I have given a little bit of details about the sales organization. Here, get in the definition of as why sales organization is needed, what exactly it is. An organizational unit responsible for managing sales of products and services. In the purchase organization also, it is a say, products and services. Okay, keep that one. So anywhere when you are speaking this one, this is the highest organizational units in the sales department. Purchase organization, highest organizational unit in the purchase organization. Just for the memory, okay, just like that you can give your definition. Key points. It is the highest organizational unit in the sales structure already given. Oversees all the sales activities, whatever we are doing, and that will taken care by the sales organization. And through sales organization, we do the transaction for domestic, export, different division, different distribution channel can be assigned to only one company code. Now you can see this is a sales organization, and the sales organization will be assigned to here company code is there, company code. The sales number of sales organization can be assigned to one company code, right? Define its own master data. Sales organization as a highest entity. When you are creating your material master saleable, when you are creating your customer master, okay, who belongs to that particular sales area is nothing but sales organization specific through which distribution channel, which division we are going to sell the material. So that way, that customer is allowed to be having only by that distribution channel and this material of that division. Okay, this concept you will see in the system and cannot share master data with other sales organization. One sales organization you create the master data and you want to sell the with the other sales organization where it is not maintained, you cannot sell it. You need to extend that master data if at all that is relevant. So if it is not relevant, only it is a domestic and it is not export, okay, you can differentiate this level domestic export or a distribution channel level also. Okay, how the discussion will be, that is what where in the workshop, okay, so we will decide so which is a possibility and what is the scalability of organization, what is a future business down the line next 50 years. Okay, so what they are going to do down the line next 5 years, next 1 year, what changes are going to come, keeping all that in mind. Okay, so you are going to discuss about the organizational elements. Then examples include domestic sales and the international sales. It's nothing but export or regional sales offices and divisions. Now distribution channel. What do you call distribution channel? Okay, so where channel depends the method through which the materials will reach to the customer. I have the product A. Product A need to reach to the customer. Which channel? So we are going to send. Okay, that is what the channel is. Then the way, the medium. Then key points. Distribution channels are assigned to one or more sales organization. Now we can see I have multiple distribution channels are there. Multiple distribution channels can be assigned to sales organization, right? This is a distribution channel assigned to sales organization. One by one we can assign that. Customer master data for customers and materials. Custom master data, okay, customers and materials as well as the specific conditions and the pricing can be defined. So pricing, I want to maintain sales organization and distribution channel level. Domestic, what is the price? Export, what is the price? Institutional, what is the price? Wholesale, what is the price? Or independent one-time customer, what is the price? Okay, so what kind of distribution channel? You can maintain the pricing based on that level. Master data can be copied from the distribution channel to another. Okay, different sales document types can be configured for each distribution channel. And so because, okay, so sales document type distribution channel assignment, then each sales document is associated with a single distribution channel. Okay, items in a delivery may belong to multiple distribution channel. Common distribution channel include direct, distributor, dealer. Okay, so these are so, but depending on the client, what kind of distribution channel they have, and we will maintain. So we will use very vast about the material level, pricing level, different condition master level. Okay, so number of areas, condition records level, you will see all that stuff in the real time. Then division. Division is what? Is a group of products, right? It's a business line, is a product line. So a division represents a product or service category. It's nothing but of the product line. So my product line is a two-wheeler product line, four-wheeler product line, right? Bulk drugs and the pharmaceuticals, surgical. Okay, so that way you need to just remember. So group of similar characteristics of the products into one product line. So that is what the division is within the sales operation. Key points: divisions are used to group similar products or services. Services is the same. So take any example of your own. Then okay, so similar service. Then facilitating the better management and reporting. Okay, each division can have its own pricing because pricing will be maintained. Okay, so you will see that. So how at the division level or product group level or material group level, okay, all that will come. At the division level also you can maintain sales conditions and the reporting statistics. Divisions are integrated into the sales area to be defined the structure of product offerings. So now see, sales organization distribution channel division called is what? Sales area. Next it will come, but further. But right now, so division is a combination of this. Now sales area. So here I am giving the sales area. Actually, this is you take as a one line, right? And this is sales organization distribution channel 10 and division 10. Sales organization distribution channel and division this one. Sales organization distribution channel division this one, right? So how many ways? Is nothing but 1 into 3 into 3, 9. So this is called the sales area. This one sales area will be assigned to sales office. Again, the sales area assigned to sales office. That sales office will be assigned to group to the employee. Yeah. Now, it is used to group materials that can be sold in the same way and influence pricing and sales statistics. Sales documents are processed at the sales area level. So, I am creating sales order. As I mentioned earlier, sales document type OR I have taken the standard sales order and the sales area I am taking, right? So, without sales area, you cannot make it. The customer is there in the sales area. It's the same material there. Okay, so material distribution channel, then division will be assigned inside. Then sales areas make up the market oriented structure. So why they are mentioning this one, sales area market oriented structure? So what is the business requirement, how they are functioning, about which sales areas are relevant for them? So that is the exercise, no? So to figure out how many sales areas are needed, that needs a discussion point. It is very simple to create the sales area. That is not the thing. So why that sales area is needed, what is the relevancy, and what is their legacy business is happening with the sales areas, and what is the future course of action? Is there any additional sales areas are needed, or is it the cumbersome at the legacy system? And okay, so we have common distribution channel division to reduce the master data. So those concepts we will see at the sales area level. Then, so within the sales department level, what is the importance of plant here, right? So through plant, you are going to sell. Plants are assigned to sales organization. Now we can see where is our sales organization. Oh, it is cut. This is missed. Okay, that's fine. Consider here there is a sales organization, company code, sales organization. Then that sales organization will be assigned to, this is a misplaced. Okay, fine. So remember earlier screenshot. Then based on that one, a single sales organization can sell from several plants. Yeah. So number of plants will be assigned to one sales organization. Sales organization can sell goods from plants in other company codes using intercompany sales processing. This is a special business process. The customer actually also raise the order, right? There's nothing but they send the purchase order. We raise the order within the company code A, and but company code A and the plant A is not having the material. Another plant B is having the material, right? So then, so you can what you can do is you can take the replace the plant. Okay, so we the other plant he will take which is belongs to another company code, that is the intercompany sales. So plant changing within the order processing and selling the material. Then okay, so recently the supplier level SAP has come up with there is enhancement or tracing of how these overall transactions are happening. Earlier it was not there in this tools, it is there, but intercompany level backend number of processings are happening. Okay, in the future, okay, so we are going to run that scenario also, right? The intercompany level, how that works. Then shipping point. So here definition represent the highest organizational level for the shipping. So anything again the same line. Shipping point is the highest organizational unit within the shipping department. Okay, similar to a shipping dock, it's fine. So from where we are shipping, where we are receiving the material. Okay, so that is the shipping. So all relevant to the transportation. Before getting into this one, see here, company code sales organization is there. These are the plants, and the shipping point is there. Okay, the plant one shipping point or two plants, one shipping point here, one line got missed. But okay, so as I am mentioning, these plants will be assigned to one shipping point or individual or this one, and a return shipping point, forward shipping point, and a return shipping point will be there. And a few areas of the plant or shipping dock need to be having the loading tracking. Okay, which loading gate they need to send the trucks, right? So to go for that one, schedules and all that stuff will be there. Then can be assigned to multiple plants. Shipping point assigned to multiple plants. Now here see this shipping point, one line here, one line here, so can be assigned. Then delivery association, uh, every delivery is initiated from the exactly one shipping point. So I have raised a sales order. Now I am going to do the delivery. Delivery, what it is going to ask, if already you are running your delivery, the shipping point is the highest thing. So again, the shipping point, what is the due list of those sales order to create the delivery will be there, right? Then all items within a delivery are associated with this shipping point. Groups of deliveries also belong to a single shipping point. Then delivery groups. Automatic proposal. Shipping point can be automatically proposed during the order processing. How? Those are the determination. There are a couple of determinations are there. There one of the thing is shipping point determination. On what basis? Okay, we are loading, right? So this is again, okay, so need to remember what is the most important thing to determine the shipping point? Loading group, where we are mentioning in the material master. Okay, so those interview question and the configuration level while we are processing number of times, okay, so it will pop up. Then proposal is based on the plant loading group, okay, shipping conditions. Then address. Address of the shipping point is a unique address. So from where we are shipping the material. Then selection criteria used as a criteria for the generating list of deliveries. Okay, so list of deliveries level, you will take the selection criteria and the shipping point. My shipping point is shipping point A, B, and shipping point A level number of deliveries. Okay, so you can see there. The sales orders against that shipping point where to be scheduled. Then loading point is there. Now you can see already we discussed shipping point and loading point. And okay, loading points are optional in SAP. So that depending on the client requirement, as I mentioned. A loading point is a subdivision of a shipping point. Okay. Then loading points can be entered manually in the delivery header. Then purpose typically refers to physical location where the material is loaded into carrier. Then sales office. Sales office, if at all really sales office managed process is there for the client, and you will create the sales office and will be assigned to the sales area. So here sales office are optional in SAP, but they do not have to be defined or used. Depends. That is your call. Then a sales office can be assigned to one or more sales areas. Each sales office has its own address. All items within sales document are associated with the sales office. Then delivery and invoice perspective, then selection criteria. Sales office can be used as a criteria for generating list of sales document. It is not the selection field for the delivery and invoice. So this is optional where from which sales office, okay, so actually we process that particular business transaction. then you will use the sales office, so that unique address will be there for the sales code, office code. Then, so the configuration, as I mentioned, okay, so will be uh, okay, so next video, and you will see sales organization level. Okay, so depending on other company code, plant and all also we will do, but sales organizational elements, okay, what are those, and the definition and assignments will be loaded in the YouTube as well as litsoft.com in the course criteria. Then the course level, okay, so you can see that. Then after that one, each course level in the YouTube also number of questions as a first this one, okay, so everything is free here. Then you can go through what are the questions for the enterprise structure elements. Okay, the specific to your lesson, the model specific will be their course. And here, as a sales and distribution perspective, you will see the questions. Okay, the few typical questions will be there, and a real-time scenario questions. Okay, how we need to go for it and all that stuff. Then you can run those, and you will see progress track of how much you are completing, and you will get to know the moment you are questioning, the answer will be good. Okay, so thank you very much for watching.